All right, what is probability? Probability is equal to um, number of possible outcomes, possible outcomes divided by number of total outcomes of any events. And you should not forget that probability will never be less than 0 or more than 1. The probability is always taking place between 0 and 1. There are different types of probabilities. For example, we can just categorize them as the syllabus of Png. Single event, and let's write multiple events. Single events is kind of like we have simple probability and we have or and questions. And or questions is divided into two, that is mutually exclusive or non-mutually exclusive events. So, and if it is and question, then we apply a different formula. Multiple events, we apply tree diagrams, and there is independent events. There are a lot of issues about probability, but we can simply draw we can just divide them into certain categories like this here. Now, again, let's repeat. Single event, if only one event is taking place, there is simple probability that we will see the question here, and there is or an and question. If in the question it is used or an and, then if it is or question, it is mutually exclusive or non-mutually exclusive. If it is and question, then we use a different formula. If more than one event is taking place, we use tree diagrams, or it is independent event, and we approach differently. Now here, let's go back to questions and try to understand how we solve these questions. All right, the first one is a card is drawn. Find the probability that the card selected is. The first thing I will check how many events is taking place. There is only one event taking place. You draw a card. So what is the total outcome? The total outcome is 52. And the question is here, a black ace. How many black ace do we have? We have two black aces. One is spade, the other one is, what is the other one? Spade and, okay, let's try to remember what we have what kind of cards we have. We have spade, we have heart, we have diamond, and what is the other one? Spade, heart, diamond, and we have spade, heart, diamond, and club. Okay, so then black ace, how many black ace? We have club and spade, so there are two, and probability we always simplify. So the answer will be 1 out of 26. A queen, I don't need to write as decimal number. What is the probability of having a queen? So there are 52 total outcomes. And how many queens we have? We have 4 queens. So that makes 1 over 13. Read picture card. Picture cards are, what is that? Jack, queen, and king. So how many of them we have? 4 jack, 4 queen, and 4 king. We have 12 of them divided by 52. Simplify that, it's going to be 3 over 14. A jack of diamonds. A jack of diamonds, we have only 1. So 1 over 52, the answers. All right, let's look at the second question. What is a die is rolled? Find the probability that the number is even. So what are the outcomes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So even numbers, what are the possible outcomes? It can be 2, it can be 4, or it can be 6. So The number of possible outcomes is 3. Number of total outcomes is 6. So that makes 1 over 2. Divisible by 3. What are the possible outcomes? It can be 3, it can be 6. So there are two possible outcomes. Then that is 2 over 6. The answer will be 1 over 3. Even or divisible by 3. Okay, so we got the word or here. Then I have to think whether it is mutually exclusive, non-mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive means there is nothing in common. Mutually exclusive means nothing in common. And non-mutually exclusive means something in common. All right, I will check these two conditions. This is one event is taking place, a die is rolled. There is only one event taking place, and there are two conditions, even or divisible by 3. So, are there anything in common? So, what are the even numbers if a die is rolled? It is 2, 4, and 6. And what are the numbers divisible by 3? It is 3 and 6. Is there anything in common between these two conditions? Yes, 6 in common. Then this is non-mutually exclusive event. If it is non-mutually exclusive event, we have a formula. The general formula is PA or B is equal to PA plus PB minus PA and B. Now, in this mutually exclusive, since there is nothing in common, the probability of something in common here, A and B, is 0. Therefore, if it is mutually exclusive, the formula turns into probability of A or B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B. Since nothing in common, this becomes 0. That's why it's PA plus PB. Now, even or divisible by 3. This is non-mutually exclusive event. Why? Because there is 6 in common between two conditions. Therefore, how will I write the formula here? Now, probability of even or divisible by 3 is equal to probability of even number plus probability of divisible by 3 minus probability of even and divisible by 3. So what is the probability of having an even number? Having an even number is 3 over 6. What is the probability of having a 3? Just having divisible by 3. Sorry, divisible by 3, it is 2 over 6. And what is the probability of getting in common? That is 6, because 6 is even as well as divisible by 3. So that's going to be 1 over 6. So the result will be 3 plus 2, 5, minus 1, 4 over 6. Simplify that, it is going to be 2 over 3. That's the final answer. Now, even and divisible by 3. So there is the and question here. Then first I will write the probability of having an even number. That is 3 out of 6, isn't it? Even number. There are two possible outcomes. Total outcome is 6. Now, when I am writing the second probability, divisible by 3, divisible by 3. So I will look at these three numbers. I will look at these three numbers. Yeah, these three numbers. Out of these three numbers, how many numbers are divisible by 3? Only one. Then I write 1 over 3. So when you multiply them, I simplify, that makes 1 over 6, the answer.